Hello and welcome here at your yoga journey. My name is Daniela and I'm happy that you're back again. Today is day 8 of our challenge and it's all about sitting asanas. So we're just avoiding the downward facing dog and stuff like this and try to have a comfortable class with all of the sitting poses we can use. So we just start right away. Come to sit comfortable on your yoga mat, maybe have a cross-legged seat. Close your eyes, have your hands resting in your lap. Take some time for yourself to slow down your breathing a little bit. Find your time and your balance here. Try to come back to this steady breathing once in a while during this class and don't rush anything today. We want us to have a calm class today. With the next inhale, let your hands meet above your head. Make yourself as tall as you can. Before you start bending over to the left side, put your left hand and your left forearm maybe on your yoga mat. Stretch your right arm to the left. Look underneath your armpit to the ceiling. With the next inhale, up to the middle again. And with the exhale, to the right side. Stretch yourself long before you come upwards again with the next inhale. With the exhale to the left side, try to let your gaze follow your arms once in a while to get your neck a little bit warmed up. With the inhale upwards again. And with the exhale to the right side. Maybe you can put your forearm on the ground right now. Just try whatever feels good for you. With the inhale upwards again and with the exhale one more time to the left side. Start leaning over, feel the stretch in your right side before you come up again and bend over to the right side. Great job. Stretch yourself as tall as you can. Before you bring your hands upwards to the middle again. Maybe you can lean now fully to the left side and then to the right side again. And maybe you feel the difference between the first time and the fourth time now, that you're getting a little used to this movement. The next inhale, start to make a wide circle with your arms. Let your hands meet above your head before you close them with the exhale in front of your heart. Now start stretching your right leg to the front and start bending over your right leg. Doesn't matter if you can grab the toes or if you lean fully over your leg. We just want to give the hamstrings a little bit of a stretch. So be careful to use your belly muscles, to not bend your back. Just feel it as a good stretch and not something that pushes you too hard. You can look at your toes. Maybe you want to bend your knee a little bit if this feels more comfortable for you. Great job. Stay here for one more breathing, really feeling this stretch. And with the next inhale, Slowly lift up again. Sit yourself tall. Before you start twisting over to the left side and come into a variation of your pigeon pose. Just start to stretch your right leg to the back. Your left leg is bent as it was before. And you start walking your hands away from your head. You can put your knee on the mat or just have your toes tucked. Whatever feels more comfortable. It's maybe a little bit of an unusual transition, but yeah, sometimes we need stuff like this. With the next inhale, sit yourself up. Make it a sitting pigeon, so just move your left knee more on the outside than your left hip is. Maybe you fall on the left side, doesn't matter. Try to make it a sitting pigeon, feeling the back bending. Stretching your right leg behind you. Sit yourself up as tall as you feel comfortable. You can push into with your hands to give your back bend a little bit more of a stability. Stay here. Remember your steady breathing from the beginning. And then with the next inhale, just turn yourself to the long side of your mat, having the palm of your feet meet into a butterfly shape in front of you. Let the knees fall outwards. And yeah, just open up your feet like you would open a book. So let your thumbs move to the inner part of your foot, open them up and sit up tall into your butterfly pose. And if you want, you can start bending over your feet, trying to include a forward fold to your butterfly shape. Doesn't matter if your knees are falling towards the mat or if they are staying upright. Do whatever feels good there. If you want to include your forward fold, just remember to activate your belly muscles to keep your spine protected. With the next inhale, lift up again. If you had the forward fold, if not, just stretch yourself, put your shoulder blades together to the back before we start falling over again. We really want to slow down this class today a little bit and keep the asanas a little longer, give the body a good stretch. With the next inhale, lift yourself up and now start stretching the left leg in front of you. So your right foot is going to the thigh of the left leg. With the inhale, let your hands meet above your head. With the exhale, start bending over your left leg. Same as on the right side. You don't have to lay your whole body over to your left leg. Just go as far as you feel good. So you can grab your toes, grab your foot, or just start bending your left knee a little bit. Do whatever feels comfortable, feels right for you. Keep your breath steady. And with the next inhale, sit yourself up again before you now start twisting over to the right side, and we come into our pigeon pose variation on the other side. So keep your right leg bended. Start laying your left leg onto your yoga mat. Your knee and your foot are tucked and your arms are stretched out in front of you. Stay here. Feel the stretch in your right hip, the stretch in the left leg, before you sit yourself up and come into your regular sitting pigeon pose. Now it's more of a back bend than it is for the leg as a stretch. You can start putting your hands in front of you on the mat to deepen your back bend, to balance. You can grab your right shin if you want, whatever gives you stability here. Try to go a little bit deeper into your back bend with every inhale, so your lower back really gets some stretch here. You can start laying forward again and come into your sleeping pigeon if you want, but if you can, just stay in the sitting version, since we really want to give our back muscles some stretch here. With the next inhale, try to get a little taller. Before we leave our pigeon as it is, start moving backwards into our child's pose. Round your back, come into the opposite direction than the pigeon pose was. Grab your feet with your hands and relax your lower body. With the next inhale, put your hands on your mat again. Lift yourself up, come to rest on your feet, and with a long inhale, let your hands meet above your head. Look at your thumbs. Stretch yourself as tall as you can get. Lift yourself up. And with the exhale, come to the front. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Look to the space between your thumbs. Give your shoulders a stretch, feeling the shoulder blades walking away from the spine. They're not really walking, but literally walking. Stretch your whole back before you come forward into your tabletop position. From our tabletop, we start bending the right leg over the left to come back to sit into a cow face shaped. So we have the cow face leg, right leg is over the left. I just turn myself around so you can hopefully see it a little better. The knees are crossed over each other, and then you start lifting your arms. The palm of the right hand is going upwards, the left downwards, and then you let them meet behind your back. If your hands can't meet, don't worry, just grab your t-shirt or whatever you're wearing, or you might have a yoga strap around. We just want to have the opening for the shoulders here. Try to have your gaze looking forward and not hollowing your back, since the cow face pose is really for the shoulders and the legs and not something for the back. Stay here for one more breathing if you can. Try to enjoy the stretch and not just rushing it. With the next inhale, start unraveling your hands. Grab your feet and come forward again into your tabletop position. I just move again. So you should have crossed legs now, because the right is over the left. And we untuck the left leg, straight it out to the back. Come into a tabletop spine with a straight left leg. Stay here for one breathing. Before you start, bending your left leg over the right, and we come to have the cow face pose on the other side. So come to sit back. Now the left knee is over the right knee. And we let the arms meet again. So bring them to the sides. Hopefully you have a little more space than I have. Then you should have your arms straight. The left one is coming from the top. The right one is coming from the downside. And they just connect each other behind your body. Keep yourself sitting upright. Feel the opening, the stretch in your shoulders. Try to not rush your breathing here. We really need it as a steady variation. Cow face pose is one of the asanas which looks so easy, so comfortable, but it's actually a lot to do for the shoulders and your hips. So give yourself a little bit time to get used to it. And if you feel like your hands are miles apart, just keep practicing it once in a while until you find your hands. With the next inhale, we just come back to our tabletop position. Put your right leg to the back, straighted out behind you. So we just give this a stretch after all this bending in the knee. Try to balance yourself on your hands. And with the next inhale, come into your regular tabletop before you come back into child's pose. Child's pose should feel really nice for the arms now, as they can get a little longer after twisting so much. With the next inhale, come to sit up again before you come one way or another way to lay down on your back. Grab your feet and come into your happy baby pose. So you grab your feet from the outside before you put your elbows on the inner thighs. Just keep pulling your knees towards your armpit. So you're really feeling your lower back laying down on the mat, relaxing there. Maybe you want to roll a little bit from the left to the right or the other way around. Just feeling your spine relaxing. Before you start stretching out, then let your hands rest beside your body. Palm of the hands, look up to the ceiling. Relax your breathing and come into your shavasana. Maybe you can feel your legs, the stretching and the paddling. Try to move your hands and your toes a little bit to just relax them a little more. with the next inhale, come to sit. Let your hands meet above your head. And with a long exhale, bring them down in front of your heart. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the little longer holds of all the asanas today, and I hope to see you back tomorrow. Goodbye.